Hi there. So I know there's quite a few people already doing beer reviews on YouTube, but I watched quite a few of them and it kind of looks fun, so I decided I would join in and see what I can bring to the table. So for my first review I have a couple of porters, befitting of the quite cold temperatures outside at the moment. I thought it'd be nice to have a couple of winter warmers to review. So first of all, a little bit on porters, a little bit background. They date back to about the 18th century and were originally a blend of brown ale, pale ale and sometimes quite often mature old ale as well. They got the name porters due to their popularity between London street market workers. Typically the kind of character that they consist of is sort of a roast malt character with sort of raisin fruit type qualities to them, and quite often sort of a coffee and espresso type taste to them as well. That sort of coffee type bitterness, that roasted kind of taste to them. So first up I have Fuller's London Porter, which is from a brewery in Chiswick in London. Yeah. So yeah, quite a nice, thick, dark colour to it. Near enough black, but if you hold it up to the light, it's actually a slightly reddish, light brownish kind of colour actually. It's definitely got that roasted kind of smell to it, and it also kind of has a slight coffee-ish, and definitely some of that fruity character as well. And immediately it's the roasted character that kind of comes through. It's quite sweet to begin with, and then you get at the back of the throat as it goes down, the bitterness starts to come through, which really gives you more of that sort of roasted coffee type taste, and the aftertaste is definitely reminiscent of a good kind of coffee. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so moving on to the second one. The second one I have is called Parker's Porter, which is from the City of Cambridge Brewery. So it's from Cambridge in England, so also an English porter. This one's actually a bottle conditioned porter as well, so it's got that secondary fermentation in the bottle, so no false carbonation here. One of the things I did notice about this one is it is quite carbonated actually, because it's obviously been pasteurised and then recarbonated afterwards. This one I'm expecting to be a little bit more subtle on the carbonation due to it being 100% natural in that way. Same sort of colour again. This one's actually slightly lighter, a little bit more of the red, ruby red character to it, which probably doesn't come through on the camera too well. Not as large in size. The smell's not quite as big as the first one. It definitely has more of a fruity nose to it. You don't pick up so much of that roasted smell. It's definitely more of a fruity sultana type fruit body to it. Yeah, much more subtle on the carbonation with this one. Quite a bit sweeter as well actually. Less of the coffee after taste, less of that sort of bitterness to it. All in all, a little bit lighter actually than the Fuller's London Porter. A little bit more subtle. I think most of that's down to the fact that it's a little bit sweeter in taste, so maybe less hoppy than the Fuller's London Porter. But yeah, it's definitely quite complex still, but more in a fruity kind of way. Yeah. Okay, so that's the two that I've been doing today. I'm going to finish these up, and hopefully I'll post some more reviews in the near future.